broadcasting to you tonight from an altitude of almost 200,000 miles away from the face of the Earth, and we have a pretty good show in store for you tonight.
Flight?
Yeah, go we come.
Houston, we have a problem.
Reactor's on hot standby. The turbine is on turning gear.
All right.
Radiation containment. We're burning emission. Yeah. God damn it! Jesus Christ.
Operation.
This is Jack Goodell. We have a serious condition. You get everybody into safety areas and make sure that they stay there.
Steer 180. And put her on autopilot.
Sir.
Control room. We're losing oil fast from the center and starboard tanks.
Guess this is one way to end your career.
overlooked. You used to say UNIX won't live.
You know you did, you know you did, you know you did.
But in this MS Windows world in which we live in, makes you give in and cry. Said UNIX won't die. UNIX won't die.
UNIX won't die.
When you got a sale to make, you gotta pitch it well. You gotta give the competition. UNIX won't live.
You know you did, you know you did, you know you did.
But in this MS Windows world in which we live in, makes you give in and cry. Said UNIX won't die.
UNIX won't die.
Unix won't die.
Unix won't die.
James, how is Hong Kong?
The tenants just aren't looking after the place now that the lease is running out.
Did you bring me anything?
Of course.
Lovely. Thank you, James.
Actually, it's something Q cooked up. It squirts mace. And mind the thorns. I've forgotten what they do.
Moneypenny, send in 007.
Yes, sir. You can go in. He's running a tight ship today. The Queen's been bending his ear about Charles and Diana.
A far easier task than bending the prince's ears, I should think.
Good morning, sir.
What do you know about the UNIX operating system, 007?
One of the oldest operating systems currently in use. It began as the major operating system of choice at American universities. Since then, it's found its way into almost every business and government sector. Unix systems also form the backbone of the Internet.
Indeed, which makes it all the more alarming that the Americans have seen an increase in acts of sabotage involving Unix systems. Even CIA and FBI systems have been affected, which is why the Americans have asked us to help. The CIA have established a link between the Unix operating system and several instances of sabotage dating back 2 decades. In fact,
recent KGB files purchased by the CIA reveal that a deep cover agent at Bell Labs in 1970 programmed some 700 trigger strings into the Unix source. When entered by an operator, these strings caused malfunctions which were virtually impossible to trace. Nearly 100 of these strings were subsequently located and eliminated.
Precisely. But now it appears
that someone has obtained the list of the remaining trigger strings.
Correct. What's more,
we suspect the list was discovered during the transfer of Unixware technology from SCO.
Well, let me tell you something you haven't guessed, Commander. This was just recorded yesterday morning.
FBI wiretap, SCO Santa Cruz campus, recorded 12 April 1996, 12:12 PDT.
You can retrieve all the Gemini documents from SPECTRE. You shouldn't have any problems.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Your mission is to infiltrate the SCO organization, find out how SPECTRE is involved,
and retrieve the list of missing trigger strings.
The time element is critical, 007. The Americans don't even use the loo without checking with their computers first.
I'll do my best to relieve them, sir. Morning, Q. Looks like I'm going to need a 250 megahertz Pentium Pro laptop with NetSweep software, a PPP sniffer, and a Devonte optical tap.
After the question, 007, you'll have none of that equipment.
Quite right. You can't just waltz into SCO with a suite of cutting-edge hardware. You'll be far too conspicuous. Q has something else for you.
A pen.
It looks like an ordinary pen.
But it writes underwater.
Try not to be your usual frivolous self, 007. Click once, it writes in black ink. Click twice, and it's a hypodermic that causes instant unconsciousness, guaranteed for 10 minutes. Click 3 times, and it's a miniature particle beam. It will stop a tank at 100 yards. It will fire once, perhaps twice. Use it sparingly, 007.
Everything you give me, Q.
Is treated with equal contempt. Yes, I know. Now, this is a pocket protector. Always wear it with your pen. Keep it on you day and night.
I resent that. I have a reputation.
Your reputation will suffer far more if your manhood is removed by a spontaneous burst from your pen. We've had several malfunctions in the field, and that pocket protector protects more than your pocket. Right, now, pay attention. Take this pager.
I suppose it's also a grenade launcher.
No, but whenever it vibrates, you should call the office immediately.
That will be all, Q. 003 is being assigned to SCO's Watford facility and 009 to Florham Park. As more time passes, the greater the potential for a major act of sabotage. So, work fast, 007.
Yes, sir.
So, relax and enjoy the ride, Mr. Bond. What brings you to SCO?
I'm a management consultant. Sort of a licensed troubleshooter.
Great. Maybe you can do something about the stock price.
Stock price?
Yeah. I bought 20 shares when SCO went public. I lost half my investment to these claims. Do you know what SCO's problem is?
Tell me.
No. I'm asking you. Do you know what SCO's problem is?
Microsoft?
Well, that goes without saying. So why are we on Mission Street anyway?
I'd just like to pass by the food bin, if that's all right.
Good morning.
Good morning. Are you here for the Red Eye meeting?
No, I'm from UNIX. I have a meeting with your chairman of the board.
Ah, and your name?
Bond. James Bond.
Welcome to SCO, Mr. Bond. It looks as though your appointment has been rescheduled.
Yes, I had to stop off at my hotel. You have no idea what I went through to get here.
Is this your first time to Santa Cruz?
Yes, and I must say I'm finding the sunny weather and scenery particularly delightful.
Careful, Mr. Bond. I've had full diversity training. Kindly restrict your comments to the weather.
Looks like a cold front just moved in.
Excuse me, we have a no smoking ordinance. Your right to lung cancer ends at my nostrils. Please just have a seat.
I'd like to apologize for my flummery.
Well, as soon as I look up flummery in the dictionary, I'm sure I'll be inclined to cut you some slack.
So tell me, what kind of place is this?
Well, if you really want to know.
Oh, when the sun comes up on the street in the park, down by the new Costco, with the folks arriving for another day, dialing in from home. The people there are kind of strange, and the play how they flame. Well, we're talking about SCO. Oh, SCO. Says the SCO's a mess. They are the talk of Oh, it's a sign of an insane state. People don't seem to care. They set expectations for the least.
Report, number 2.
Phase 1 complete. I've successfully infiltrated SCO posing as a UNIX-ware transition team member. However, it is becoming increasingly difficult to maintain a low profile. I may have to shake things up a bit for Phase 2.
SCO employees are used to random, unmotivated reorganizations and abrupt changes of plan. I assure you, your actions will go entirely unnoticed.
Has there been an update on the deadline?
You must locate and transmit the list of trigger strings by April 19th. The final phase of the operation will begin at precisely 7 p.m. Tardiness will prove fatal, number 2.
Understood.
One small point. The British agent, James Bond, has been assigned to locate the list. I understand you've crossed paths with him before.
Long ago, before I joined the organization. It was during the Goldfinger affair when my sister Jill was killed with gold paint. It's all in my dossier.
Was Bond responsible?
No. But he promised to help me kill Goldfinger and left me for dead when we ran into some of his henchmen.
I see. So there is no problem?
Not at all, number 1.
Good. Numbers 3, 4, and 5 have failed their missions. Bond is your responsibility now. See that some harm comes to him.
It will be my pleasure.
Woman all my life, employed on the basis that I have no mind, but now my heart and soul are not so faint. La femme Nikita is my patron saint. I can now get even instead of sad, and men don't smile now when I get mad. It's just a feeling that I've always had. So look out, world, I'm about to be bad. I want a brief encounter through a sniper scope, a handful of money in an envelope to introduce a man to a hangman's rope. In a tropical insurrection, I want to feel excitement, taste the danger, put a worthless VP on a respirator. I want to kill someone instead of my dad. So look out, Bond, you're about to be had. Feel the excitement, taste the danger, put a worthless VP on a respirator. I want to kill someone instead of my dad. So look out, world. I've been the consummate victim all my life, a servile daughter and submissive wife. Now I'm an expert with a throwing knife. Bond, you've been lucky so far. Used to be crazy, now just plain mad. Not the least bit sorry, not the least bit sad. It's a feeling inside that I have always had. So look out, world, I'm about to be bad.
Mr. Bond? James. Donald Hollinger. Call me Don. Have a seat. Thank you. I only have a few minutes before I have to go to a shareholders meeting, but I wanted to be sure and touch base with you. Your consulting firm received the highest recommendation, and frankly, since you've waived your fee in lieu of our participation in your management study, we're very excited to have you. The hunt for efficiency is on, James, and we need your input.
Thank you. Since I only have a moment of your time, I'd like you to speak candidly on your assessment of SCO's future. Put in a nutshell, as it were.
A candid nutshell.
Yes.
Off the record, perhaps?
If you wish.
You know that it would be untrue. You know that it would raise your ire if I was to say to you, revenues will get much higher. Sue me, baby, I'm a liar. Sue me, baby, I'm a liar. They pay me well 'cause I'm a liar. The time to stay at SCO is through. It's time to find another mire. I have a golden parachute that will fuel my vanity's bonfire. Sue me, baby, I'm a liar. Sue me, baby, I'm a liar. They pay me well 'cause I'm a liar. Yeah, you know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, revenues will get much higher. Sue me, baby, I'm a liar. Sue me, baby, I'm a liar. They pay me well 'cause 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 I'm a liar.
That was off the record, right?
Absolutely.
Tilly? Tilly Masterson?
Bond? James Bond?
I thought you were dead.
No. If you had looked above the neckline, you might have noticed my head was still attached to my body. Oddjob's killer derby struck me in the diamond choker. I was merely unconscious and in serious need of a chiropractor.
This is extraordinary. What are you doing at SCO?
I'm a 10th and I'm late for a meeting. I'll be in touch, James. I'll have you for dinner.
That would be lovely.
So, you must be the management consultant.
Bond. James Bond.
I was told you'd be coming by. I'm Richard Cross. Vice President of Restructuring.
How do you do? I'm here to speak to you about the restructuring process here at SCO. In particular, effects related to the UNIXware acquisition and the disposition of certain...
So, you think you can second-guess my actions? Look here, Mr. Bond. This firm's been reorganized more times than an obsessive-compulsive closet. We make no secret of that. It's the nature of our business.
I'm sure it is, Mr. Cross.
You have to keep the line employees on edge. Never let them know where they stand, or they get complacent.
Change things round, make it pay. Don't let nothing get in the way. Change things round, go berserk. Whatever happens, don't let nobody work. Shake 'em up. Shake 'em up. Shake 'em up. Shake 'em up. Change things round, get real loose. We don't need no bad excuse. Change things round, have some fun, and claim you've gotten something done. Shake 'em up. Shake 'em up. Shake 'em up. Shake 'em up. You work here.
You work there.
Yes, we're sure.
Sure as hell.
Go to work.
Don't you think?
Unless we're moving, we don't have to think. Dance. Whatever happens, don't let nobody work. Shake 'em up now and stop the beat, and fire anybody still on their feet. Shake 'em up. Shake 'em up. Shake 'em up. Shake 'em up. You work here.
You work there.
Yes, we're sure.
Sure as hell.
Go to work.
But not for long.
Shake 'em up and make the company strong. Shake 'em up, make it pay. Don't let nothing get in the way. Change things round, have some fun, and claim you've gotten something done. Shake 'em up. Shake 'em up. Shake 'em up. Shake 'em up. Shake 'em up, let some go. Shake 'em up, we don't know. Shake 'em up, cut some costs. Shake 'em up, we're not lost.
I'm sorry if somehow we got started off on the wrong foot.
If there's a wrong foot involved, it's yours, Mr. Bond. You academic types, with your management studies. You wouldn't know the inside of a real firm from the inside of your own colon. I'm afraid I've got nothing left to say to you.
I can see that. Good day. What a pain in the ass.
Mulder, you're a total paranoid. Remember your last conspiracy theory? You told me there was this guy with a cape and a mask and this evil VP?
Sculley, you haven't heard a word I've said. Exhibit 1. Pizza Hut installs a new maintenance supplement at a site in San Jose. Now every time this regular customer named Bierjitsky orders a pizza, the system taps on anchovies.
Positive proof. Now representatives of the fishing industry are putting bugs in our software.
You think that's funny? Watch this. Exhibit 2. BIERDZYKI.
The policy manager has died. Mulder, who's the policy manager?
Never mind. You should see what happens when I type in gonad.
Don't take me there.
Yeah, I lost my root file system to that one. Anyways, the effects depend on the context. From the Pizza Hut POS software, you get anchovies. From the root prompt, the policy manager dies. This is no cute shell trick. This is happening at the kernel level.
Mulder, I'm just a schmuck from legal. When you start talking shells and kernels, I get a headache.
Okay. There's more. I want you to look at something, and you have to swear not to tell anyone. I'm not kidding.
Sure, whatever.
Exhibit 3. Have you seen this guy?
Don't think so.
James Bond. He's a management consultant from some firm called UNIX.
Nope, haven't seen him.
He's been asking a lot of questions, and they're not about the organization. The other day, I caught him listening in on a discussion about this anchovy thing. He was very interested.
Wait, are these surveillance cameras?
A state-of-the-art fiber optic network. That's what you can't tell anyone. They're in the motion detectors in the offices and the mirrored balls in the hallway.
You mean management is spying on us?
It was installed along with our card key system. I built a Devante optical tapped and spliced into the network. Management isn't actually spying on us. It was installed along with the Red Eye contract, but nowhere does it state that it actually has to be used.
Great, so you're doing the spying. I feel so much better.
Yeah. Now get this. I called UNIX. They said this James Bond was on their staff, and they were very chatty with me.
And that's odd?
I didn't think so until the light on my black box started flashing. They were tracing the call.
Okay, I'll bite. What are you going to do?
I have an idea, but I need your help.
How would I know she was going to say that?
Report, number 2.
No luck on locating the list of trigger strings, but I have gained access to most of the transition files.
And Bond?
I've spoken with him. I don't think that he has made any progress. He is handicapped because he is suspicious of everyone. And then there's SCO itself. Without help, he will almost certainly fail.
Why hasn't he been eliminated?
My first attempt was extremely covert. It failed.
Use more direct means, number 2. This organization does not tolerate failure.
Yes, number 1.
It's an aggressive vision to market UNIX pure. The Unix ranks are shrinking, shrinking. Only the fit survive. You got to be Windows friendly to remain alive. The OS wars will rage. Better take a look. There'll be no more selling now of the Unix phone. Let's see, yo, well, hold on to it, baby. We own the Unix system. Getting tired of tiny margins. Go. We own the Unix system. We stop selling Xenix, baby. Go. Owns the Unix system. Living in the land of giants. Go. We'll build the Unix system. Laser jet for the masses, baby. Go. We'll build the Unix system. Laser jet for the masses, baby.
Did you hear? The accounting department is gone. Dick Cross marked that department for elimination before he was killed. He was such an ass.
You should have seen it up close.
What? Nothing.
Tilly!
Oh, Mr. Bond. I've been trying to reach you all morning. The vice president of morale has been looking for you.
You have a vice president of morale.
Part-time. He comes in on alternate Fridays.
Hey there! You must be Bond, James Bond. Irving Bunt. Nice to meet you. I'm the Vice President of Morale. Listen, I've put together a team-building exercise down at the boardwalk. We're going to play laser tag. Want to come along? Great. You know, nothing builds morale like sneaking around a dark room and shooting your coworkers in the back. Well, let's get going. The rest of the group's waiting. Oh, by the way, have you ever played laser tag before?
Only with real lasers.
Oh, Jimbo, you crack me up. You don't mind if I call you Jimbo?
They should fire Irv. That would raise morale.
Yeah. Gotta go, Colleen. Later.
See ya.
Hi, I'm here from SCO. I'm a little bit early, but do you mind if I just go up to the laser tag arena?
I'm sorry, that's against the rules. You're gonna have to wait.
That's too bad.
Looks like nobody's here. Let's go.
Hello, Mr. Bond. This is Anna Prescott. I just wanted to tell you that your badge includes access to the executive hot tub located on the top floor of 425. Please feel free to use it at your leisure.
James, nice to see you again. Bill Spungsworthy, VP of Web Pages? So where are you headed?
I was going to take a look at your executive hot tub. I was under the impression that SCO didn't have a hot tub anymore.
It's one of our best kept secrets. Actually, it's just about our only secret. Please don't tell the rank and file. They tend to get upset about these kinds of things. Actually, I was headed there myself. Pity we haven't got a hot toddy or two to join us, eh?
Hello, Mr. Bond. Could I speak to you for a few minutes? In private?
I think that can be arranged.
James, since you're obviously going to be occupied, I think I'll head on up. Could I borrow your badge? I've forgotten mine, and I can't get into the conference room without it.
Certainly.
Thanks.
My name's Mulder, but my friends call me Fox.
Of course they do.
I just have to get my purse in the conference room. I thought we could go get a bite to eat or something.
Well, I've already had dinner, but I seem to have missed dessert.
Goodbye, Mr. Bond. Bon appetit.
Please, call me James.
Here we are. After you, James.
Ladies first. That was a bloody amateur thing to do. And using a rain stick as a weapon is against tribal law. I can't wait to hear your explanation.
I just got an alert from SCO Doctor about the hot tub. I don't mind the intake clogging up all the time, but why does it always have to happen while I'm having dinner? Anyone in there?
And that's all we know.
Well, everything you've said fits. I think I can trust you.
So, who are you? FBI? CIA?
British intelligence.
Cool! So where do we go from here, Mr. Bond?
Call me James.
First thing I'm going to do is change out of these clothes. I had to borrow them.
That's certainly good news. Let's go back to the 400 building, and I'll brief you on our problem.
Let's keep this quiet. If the press gets hold of it, they'll have a field day. Who is it anyway?
License says William Spungsworthy III.
Who?
The VP of Web Pages.
Who's that?
Billy the Squid. You know, the guy who's always hanging out in the hot tub.
Oh, yeah. Ironic, isn't it? Well, it's not like he'll be missed. He was never the type to work his fingers to the bone.
So you think this blowhard guy is exploiting the trigger strings?
Blofeld. Ernst Stavro Blofeld. I don't know for sure. I thought I'd killed him at the end of Diamonds of Foreverist, but it wouldn't be the first time that he's escaped death. At any rate, the CIA believed that someone had already obtained the list of trigger strings, but from everything that I've seen so far, the incidents appear completely random. There's no pattern. We even thought SCO might be a front for SPECTRE, but you're far too confused for that. No offense.
None taken.
If SPECTRE is involved, then they must still be looking for the list of trigger strings. According to the KGB, several copies were filed under innocuous headings at Bell Labs. All copies in Moscow were destroyed when the KGB began using pirated UNIX software. We've got to search every piece of information related to the UNIXware acquisition.
Okay, let's start with a web search. We'll use Hiram Clausen's homepage. He even indexes things that aren't online.
So as we enter the new enterprise market, it is critical that we develop the most comprehensive product with the highest possible reliability. Now, before I take questions, I have several organizational announcements. Several new executive positions will be created to help us meet these new challenges. Also, I must confirm that some resources have been involved in an event where they were affected by an action. Also, the proposed staffing for the new quality model will be deferred. Please give your support in making these new efforts work. Are there any questions?
It sounds like the completeness of our product will suffer with less staff.
It's important to understand that you can be comprehensive without doing everything. Which is why I am appointing a new Vice President of Goodness, whose charter will be to do more with less.
Just what exactly is our strategy for succeeding in the enterprise market?
Good comment. Next question?
How will we address quality without staffing the quality model?
These events have given us an opportunity to take a new direction with quality. Remember, quality is a subjective thing. With that in mind, I have created the new position of the Vice President of the Perception of Quality. This critical new position will ensure that whatever our quality is, the customer will expect less. Well, I'm afraid we're out of time. Remember, we need you to care about quality.
Yeah, we care a lot, all right.
Anna Prescott again. I have some information that might be of some use to you. SCO has just acquired the first 13 floors of the Nakatomi building at 100 Cooper Street. Check out the system in the 13th floor lobby. It contains data that could be very damaging. Good hunting, Mr. Bond. And by the way, some of us were wondering, are you single?
That was nearly terminal.
Oh my God, was anyone in the building?
The VP of remodeling was inspecting the first floor.
Number 2 reporting. Bond has been eliminated. The list of trigger strings is...
Tilly! What the hell are you doing?
Welcome, Mr. Bond. As always, you have more lives than a sack full of cats. You persist in defying my efforts to provide an amusing death for you.
Blofeld, I thought I recognized your handiwork.
You have failed me for the last time, Number 2. And you know the price of failure.
Damn it, Tilly. Since when do you work for SPECTRE?
The R is for revenge.
There's a proverb that says, when you go to seek revenge, you should...
I know. Dig 2 graves.
Easy, don't move. I'm going to get help.
No! The list. Take it.
Be still.
James, you have to stop. Red Eye.
Tilly gave me the list of trigger strings, but she also said that we had to stop Red Eye. I've heard that mentioned before. What is Red Eye?
It's some kind of government project. Very hush-hush. There's a special suite of development offices on the 2nd floor.
I do work in legal. I've reviewed some of the contracts. Red Eye is some sort of satellite system, you know, one of those Star Wars thingies. There's a test scheduled tonight.
Oh no. Let's get to my office.
Hey!
Okay, we're on the same subnet as the Red Eye Lab. We'll do a little IP spoofing and see what we can see.
You're going to hijack someone's session?
Correctamundo. Say the secret word, win $100.
Wow.
Where are these coordinates?
You got me.
Can you bring up a map?
I can't find any function or hotkeys. This is some kind of status display, not tactical.
There's a map outside the break room.
Get it.
Okay, so this is the point of origin. This is the elapsed time since the system was armed. This is the time until discharge. I don't think it's a laser. could be a particle beam.
3 minutes. Sculley, this is only a map of California.
It's all we've got. Oh, shit!
Fox, we're less than 3 minutes away from being vaporized. If you have any more tricks, I suggest you use them.
All I can do is change the view. The lab is just monitoring the test. They aren't controlling it.
Try the escape key.
We have a list.
That won't do any good.
We have the strings.
My God, he's right. Sculley, start from the top of the list.
Analyze. It's misspelled. A-N-A-L-E-Y-E-S.
Swell. We have a new color palette.
Give us another.
Oh, geez, this explains a lot. I-S help. I-S-H-E-L-P.
Well, that figures. It doesn't do anything.
Next.
Another typo. It's ingrate. I-N-G-R-E-A-T.
Damn! We're okay. It just switched multi-screens.
This could take all day.
2 minutes.
I have an idea.
What's that?
It's one of those strings that already tripped us up.
Do you want another?
Wait, look.
Great! Sculley, get me the coordinates for Death Valley.
No. Is this where the instructions are actually coming from?
The system probably uses the latest satellite authentication protocols. Not only does it have to recognize the user, it authenticates
Fox, we only have a minute. Yes or no?
Yes. That's what point of origin means.
Enter those coordinates.
What?
Do it. Tilly said we had to stop the red eye. That means Blofeld is controlling it. He must be at that location.
Are you kidding? We don't even know where that is. We need a bigger map.
There's no time. Do it.
James, what if it's NORAD or the Pentagon?
They're probably on the list of base closures anyway.
Okay.
What is happening?
The red eye is being retargeted.
What? I mean, what?
I'm standing across the street from the perimeter the National Guard has set around the red eye target area. We've been told not to point our cameras in their direction. No one is being allowed inside, but CNN has just obtained some home video footage shot by Brian Chapman, a Microsoft engineer.
The Microsoft campus was completely destroyed. Even vaults designed to withstand a nuclear attack were breached and the contents destroyed when the red eye satellite misfired. The only survivor, a white Persian cat seen sprinting from the campus. Industry reaction was swift, with many firms expressing shock and horror at what has happened. The reaction of financial markets was even swifter. Microsoft stock closed at 2 3/4, while that of other firms skyrocketed. The most significant gains were made by Dark Horse SCO, which closed at 103, a gain of over 100 points. Until now, the UNIX software house was not considered a serious contender in the marketplace. Most analysts expect the stock to continue rising when trading opens on Monday.
So if Blofeld was Bill Gates, does that mean Microsoft was Spectre?
Sculley, I've been telling you for years that Microsoft was a criminal enterprise.
How about it, Mr. Bond? How long was Blofeld running Microsoft?
I can't give you all the details, but let's just say that the last act of the real Bill Gates was turning Xenix development over to SCO. Fox, the CERT team will be contacting you this afternoon about eliminating the remaining trigger strings. You both have been a tremendous help. I couldn't have done it without you. I hope that SCO finds some way to reward you.
Does this mean we'll get Employee of the Year awards?
So long, James. Keep in touch. And thanks for the pen.
The pocket protector looks better on you anyway.
Goodbye, James.
Yourself off the floor, I said, hey friend, 'cause you're in a new world, there's no need to feel so gloomy. Hey friend, there's a new day ahead, I said, hey friend, now that Microsoft's dead, you can stay here, and I'm sure you will find SCO can flail and not fall behind. I bet you're asking me why. SCO, you probably want to know why SCO SCO. 'Cause SCO has everything. Now that Microsoft's gone, we can sell now to anyone. You're probably asking me why SCO. You probably want to know why SCO SCO. SCO will increase your pay. You'll make bucks up the rear. You can stay without anything. Hey friend, are you listening to me? I said, hey friend. What do you want from me? I said, hey friend. Red, I just made our dreams, but you've got to know just one thing. No way will they sit on the shelf. I said, hey friend. Product will sell itself, so just stay here. What have you got to lose now that SCO has uncensored news? I bet you're asking me why SCO. You probably want to know why SCO SCO. 'Cause SCO has everything. Now that Microsoft's gone, you can sell now to any. Let me hear you. SCO will increase your pay. You'll make bucks up the rear. You can stay without anything. I was once in your shoes, yes, once I was nearly laid off like you. I felt no one cared if I lived or died. So what if that's still true? And tried that stuff is so irrelevant. I said, hey friend, get a new accountant. They will tell you that the skies are all blue, and now SCO can make money too. I bet you're asking me why SCO. You probably want to know why SCO SCO. The SCO has everything. Now that Microsoft's gone, we can sell now to anyone. SCO will increase your pay. You'll make bucks up the rear. You can stay without anything. Rich Luce. On tenor sax, Bill Welch. On alto sax, Bart Abig. And on clarinet and keyboards, our musical director, Jay Kensinger. Why SCO? You probably want to know why SCO SCO. Hey, there's no need to feel poor. Hey, pick yourself on the floor. Why SCO? You probably want to know why SCO SCO.